and get going. I got my notes here. Do what we do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mr. Cutthoat, first interview of the 2024 year. We are in here January 1st, 2024. It's ShobRob. I'm in the building. And I'm feeling like, yeah, you know I got my Niner gear down because we clinched. We won that, you know what I mean? We got that first seed playoff bye. We good. And we're going to get into all of that. I got my special guest here with me. We're only going to be here for about 30 minutes or whatever the case may be on this right here. And then we're going to just go ahead and rock on out, and I'm going to get more in depth, and y'all got to catch the interview. What's up, Mickey? I see you, sis. I see you. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm in the building, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, you know what I mean? Cutthoat Radio Podcast, you know what I mean? And I got my special guest sitting next to me, come from the Crest, you know, right behind us, same age, damn near gap. You know, we came up watching the same shit, doing the same shit, and you know what I'm saying? I'm going to introduce him. I'm going to let him introduce himself. But before I get into any of that, y'all know what y'all need to do out there. Go straight to Cutthoat Radio Podcast at YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like, subscribe, share, you know, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Follow me. Help the platform get up. Go over to Spotify for podcasters. You know, go ahead and follow me over there. Get all my contact information. All the links are in the description. Everything will be in the description. You'll see everything. You know what I mean? If you need to get all his information, you'll get all his information at the end of this as well. You know what I mean? But before we do anything, you know I gotta play my jingle, man. You know I gotta play the jingle, man. Let's get the jingle going. Cutthoat. It's the Cutthoat Radio Podcast. Cutthoat. Mr. Cutthoat Radio Podcast. Cutthoat. Hey, Cutthoat Radio Podcast. Mr. Cutthoat Radio Podcast. And we are in the building for the 2024. Y'all know what I mean? First day I see everybody saying what's up to me. Right on for the jump in and get straight to it, man. I appreciate y'all out there. It's Cutthoat Radio Podcast, past, present, and future. I got my special guest coming all the way from the Crest Side. Long journey up here from the Bay Area. Y'all know what I mean? Shaadie, what's cracking?
Hey, Cuddy, man.
You know what I mean?
Long overdue.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Long overdue,
you know what I mean?
Here. I made it.
You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean? Thank God you did make it.
Yes, Lord.
How was the drive?
Oh, it was cool. You know, it's nighttime. Ain't nobody out right now. Thankfully, it was smooth. I was good.
Right. We in here sipping on some of that, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? It's only right. We have a little Cuddy bang.
Yeah, I ain't Cuddy banging right now because we banging Cuddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. Quite right. Quite tasty.
And so, I got you up here, past, present, and future. It's the theme of the show. 2024 or 2023, how was that for you?
Man, shit. Rocky Road, you feel me? Real talk. Life slapped the nigga in his face real hard. Might have looked a certain way with the social media, you know what I mean? How everything can be portrayed and perceived.
Right.
But like the real reality of it, you know what I mean? Things have been rough. But it's been a learning experience. It's still a journey, you know what I mean? And it's everything on the path to my greatness, to my success. So, you know, steady grinding, no skateboard, but I'm still riding.
I see. And that's what we got to do. No matter how many times you get knocked down, it's not how many times you go down, it's how many times you get back up.
Exactly.
And we're going to go back into the past with him. Let's go back into your past and talk about your past a little bit. Talk about your upbringing and where you're originally from, your name and everything. Give my audience here at Cutthoat Radio Podcast some type of stability of who you are in your past. Schools you went to, played any sports, girlfriends, relationships, any type of. Did you go? Was you with the crews, the cliques? I mean, did you take to the streets? Was you any good at sports? Talk to us about your past. Tell us about your siblings, everything.
Yeah. Well, you feel me?
Start with your name and everything. Tell us your name.
Well, here it is. It is your guy, Shaadie without the Y. That's Shaadie. Period speaking, coming all the way from the Crest Side of North Vallejo, main home of Mac Dre. You already know, north side of the bay, and that's how it goes down. But that came from my real name. My real name's Rashad. You know what I mean? Like straight government, like you would call it government. But my dad had a dream when he was 16 years old that.
I had a dream.
He said God told him you're going to have a son, call him Rashad Dominic. That's the name. So
okay.
That's my first and middle name, Rashad Dominic. And my brother KB, not my blood brother. I'm the only child. But,
Okay.
But I've been knowing him since we was like 7, Vallejo General days and shit.
Okay.
Him, our little brother Speed,
Okay.
and Coach Elias and them on the football field. They was the first ones to call me like variations of Rashad, using Shaadie. Shaadie boy, Shaadie Shad, Rashadi, all that type of shit. And then
I know a Shaadie Bo.
Shaadie Bo was out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Shaadie
Like
Bo.
he was the only other person I knew that had a Shaadie name. You know what I mean?
But
That came from
y'all
there.
spell it different.
Yeah, so, and that's why too. You feel
Got
me?
it,
So
right.
like, and then Slim Shady was out at the time.
Got it.
So I spelled mine Shadie.
Okay.
Coming from Rashad, Rashaad.
Right.
And,
And shout out to
and
Shaadie
that
Bo
was
and all of that.
Yeah, for sure, man. Shit, that's where it came from. And about time I got to Solano and started like rapping at like 12 with my brother J Dub, and we did the RAU shit and things. Everybody was like, "What they gonna call you?" What y'all already called me, Shaadie. So that's kind of how it stuck. You feel me? And it just stayed that way through life, through sports, through moving the sack, through everything.
Wait,
Everybody
slow down. Don't go so fast. So the school. Give us the schools you went to.
So I went to Elsa Wiedemann
Okay.
Elementary. You feel me?
Okay.
Like I said, I'm an 80s baby, 90s kid.
Okay.
2000s teen. So you feel me? I was at Elsa Wiedemann in the 90s.
Okay.
Vallejo General days. You know what I mean? Like all them years, 95, 96, 97. Elsa Wiedemann. Then I went to Solano when it became Solano Middle.
Okay. Okay.
Was there like what 98, 99? That's like 7th, 8th grade.
Okay.
And then
all right.
got to Bethel in 2000. You feel me? That first year when they first had freshmen.
Right.
That's when I got to Bethel.
When Bethel was freshman.
Yeah.
So you was there with Marcus Davis.
Yep.
Byron Canada.
I was with them. Beige was there. Fat Man was there.
Fat Man was there.
Shit, like man, a lot of the cutties. Danny Wansley, you know what I mean? Mike Banks, RP, like all the cutties.
Mike Banks was there.
Yep. Charles.
You was
shit.
the
Matter of fact,
that was like the first string or second string, second or first string.
Yeah, cause you know like Pookie and Cat Daddy and all that, like y'all age.
I came later.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like y'all came from. Like I remember Pookie playing football up there. You know what I mean at the beginning. So like when we got there, they had just left. I think or something. It was like their senior years or whatnot.
Well, I know I'm the very first class that graduated from Bethel.
Yeah.
But I came. Y'all had already been. The Bethel had already been open by the time I got there. Byron and them had already got thrown out. The Cuddies got thrown out by the time I came up there. So
yeah.
Hell yeah. And so you played sports there. What sports?
Yeah, I did football and track, but I was a nigga that broke his arm the first.
Well, so wait a minute. What else?
game.
Else Wiedemann you went to?
Yeah.
You went to Elsa Wiedemann?
Yeah, I went to Elsa Wiedemann. I ain't go to Loma Vista.
But what junior high school did you go to?
Solano.
Oh, you went to Solano.
Yeah.
Any activities over there? Band, sports.
Shit, I was in the sports. Like I played for the Generals.
Okay.
So like I was them years with Dwayne Jones, RP, Warren Capers, Dal Bernstein.
Oh wow, you was
Ricky
over.
Jordan.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I was with all of them during those years when even they was at like Springstown and Vallejo Middle and all that stuff.
Got it.
And we was at Solano, but we all played Generals together, and then we practiced at Solano was our practice field too.
Okay.
So that's where what was like middle school, I guess, going into high school.
Who was good out of all of y'all playing? Who do you think was the?
Shit, we was all good. I was good. Carl Giles.
I was all good.
I was for sure. Like I said, my brother KB, Speed, Bay Bob, like the whole generation. Like from we was going.
Who stood out more than everybody?
From what year? Our years.
Everybody, all the years. Give me the real. Don't.
Bruh, it was hard. Like I said.
So Dal wasn't the standout.
I would say Dal was a standout of his because I was I'm younger than Dal. I was under Dal. So as the ones that we was looking up to, other than Coach Carlos and Cecil and all of them, like the next level that was like right there, you know what I mean, was Dal and them because they only a year older. But you know when you younger, when you 11, 12 and 12, 13, them niggas look like big niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like the Pop Warner days, it was Dal, it was all of them until we became the midgets, and then we was the older ones, and it was like Bay Bobs and CJs and Marlon Butlers and all of them looking at us. But me and KB and Mike Clay was looking at like Marlon Butler and Ray Stafford and Carl Giles that is just a year older, Dal and all of them. And then Dal and them was looking at Drake and, you know, James Park, all of them type shit. Like, those were ones above us, James and Phil Goodman. And
Phil, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
get to CC and Brandon Armstrongs and all of them.
Oh, wow, right, yeah.
Which is even older. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's from junior high until the end of high school?
Well, really, because I left Bethel after my sophomore year. Mom's
Where'd you
moved me
go?
out to Sac, out here to Sheldon.
Okay.
I graduated from Sheldon High.
Sheldon High, way out in the south.
Yep.
In Elk Grove.
And then Marky came out here, Marcus Nelson. That's why he left Vallejo and came to Sheldon and graduated out here. Zion came the year before.
Oh, okay, it makes sense. DeMarcus Nelson. Okay, all right.
Yeah, he left Vallejo and came to Sac. That's why he was at Sheldon. I was there. Niggas was comfortable.
Was y'all good on the football field though?
Hell yeah. I was just Mr. Glass. My ass was breaking shit all the time. But I was the fastest. I was breaking shit like, nigga, you see my arm? I was breaking shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was breaking shit all the time, but I was the fastest nigga out there. Small, but big heart, fast.
So you had a lot of different times where you broke your bones?
Bruh, by the time I got to Bethel and was a 14-year-old sophomore, which I broke the first game of the first high school season. Nigga on Corbis. Punt return. Dude came to tackle me. I thought I kind of tripped over him. I kind of stiff-armed him and jumped over him. My left leg never hit the ground. My left arm did. As soon as my arm did all the way, boom, snap.
Oh,
Paralyzed
damn.
my fingers. Went through the bone, didn't come through the skin, but broke through my muscle.
God, dog, that shit sound like it hurt
on the
like
field.
a motherfucker.
On the field. They left a nigga on the field.
They just left you out there.
Hella shit.
Damn, that sound like it hurt. Ouch. Fuck me. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
I'm telling you.
I gave up.
I'm telling you. But I was the one they was looking at for football and doing everything.
Oh, here we go. Now you the one. I will be the one. No, I just fucking with you.
All them records at Bethel and all that shit.
That's your records?
The track shit.
That's your record.
That's me. Bay Bob and them got them, but I was the first to get Bethel to sections.
I'm going back to look at the records.
I'm the last MEL champ.
Why didn't you bring the records with you?
They online. You can
I need to see. Let's pull them up. Let's see the receipt. No, don't pull them out. We're gonna double back with the receipts on him. Y'all.
We gonna get it. He gonna edit the pictures right.
We gonna definitely put him in the edit. I'm gonna put him in there so y'all can see that he really was out there with the stiff arm, with the Heisman. He was doing all of this shit. And he was doing the hurdle. He was jumping the hurdle. You know what I mean? We're gonna see all of that shit. That's what's up though. So you enjoy sports, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
You enjoy sports.
That and music. You know what I mean?
I was just finna get into the music part. But how did you so your parents looked out for you, from junior high? Because I know elementary, you was just in elementary playing around, which not your nose. But by the time you got to junior high school, you start taking football and shit serious?
Yeah, for sure. It was always sports year round. So it was football, baseball, basketball. Most of the time.
And they helped, both parents was in the household at the time?
Just my mom. It's just my mom and you feel me, my grandma and grandpa live.
And where'd y'all live?
On Griffin.
On Griffin Street. So tell us about growing up in the Crest.
Shit, 90s? Nigga, this is before...
Early 90s, late 90s, middle 90s?
Early mid.
Mid.
Elementary, because like I said, I'm 86.
Okay.
So by 96, I'm 10.
You didn't see nothing. Okay.
You feel me? Uh-huh. But I remember...
So wait a minute, you said 86?
Yeah, I'm born in
86. So you did see the 90s. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
you did.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
like
86.
I remember no homes in Cimarron Hills.
Right. Okay.
I remember
the
buses dropping us off up there and we having to walk back down into the Crest.
All right.
Not having a bus stop.
He got some game. Okay.
Man, I'm talking like mailman not coming, pizza people not coming.
Okay. What about your pizza and everything? What about that the school in the back right there, Griffin? What about that white school right there, the patient school? Remember that? Right there, when you go to the Crest Park in the back with the little hoop and all of that back there, in the in the Cimarron, not the Cimarrons, but in the back of the Crest, back of Griffin, Sage Street right there. So when you go up Gateway,
so when you keep going up Sage,
all the way up, it wasn't even houses.
Past Candyman.
Past it.
Before you hit Gateway?
You still on Gateway. You just going up Gateway.
Oh,
to
yeah.
On the left school, that school. Remember that school?
Yeah.
Remember them patients and all that back
Yes.
then?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why a nigga couldn't go up there.
Yeah. They said the Zodiac Killer was killing up there. But it really wasn't up there, though. He killed on Lake Herman
That's
Road.
what but I heard that. I thought it was over there where we used to catch the crawdads.
It was this nigga was catching crawdads too. See, my shit
Me
came
and
off.
Dale Jackson, Dummy, we used to be out there.
Dummy, we went you. Recipes, Dumb Dad. The recipes.
He was on Anderson.
Yeah,
I'm
I know
on Griffin and Anderson.
Yeah.
I live next. James.
Chavez and them?
Yeah.
Close down that
I'm
way.
2 houses down from them.
Chavez and
I'm
them.
next door.
Steve and them.
I'm next door to Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Then it's my house. Then it's Bill. Then my grandma and grandpa.
Wow.
Yep. And then Anderson was Dow and Dummy and all of them. They literally right outside my garage.
Wow. Just took me back memory lane.
Man, for real.
If y'all don't know the Crest back in them days, so anyway, wow, man, crawdad hunting. You did that too, huh?
Hell
did
yeah.
That?
On the
Where'd y'all go? Right there,
flyer.
over there.
On the, keep going straight Griffin until it turn till it curve up into the new homes.
Oh, y'all didn't go to Fairgrounds
Right
then to do it.
Nope.
Yeah, because it was the water main hole right there at Fairgrounds. Me, Reed, PJ, I'm older with the older cats. We would go right there to Fairgrounds. But y'all went up there to Cimarron's and did it? Where
on the side, if you keep going up Griffin and stay up that, on the side where that hill is, where it's the freeway, it's a cut back there.
Is that right?
Yep. We used to be all up in there.
Ain't that a bitch? We didn't even know that. We should go in that motherfucker and get crawdads though. Not that manhole, but we should go in the manhole and get crawdads.
Man, that shit was crazy.
So no siblings?
Nope. Only child.
Only child. So where's mom and dad at now?
My mom in Sac, she out here, and my dad.
How's everybody?
In San Diego. She good. My stepdad, they've been like 17 years, been solid, and then my dad been up and down with his shit. You know what I mean? But he's still solid, work grind. You know what I mean? Everything.
Yeah. Still supporting you?
Hell yeah, shit, hell yeah. Especially during these times, man. Thank you, mom and dad, shit, and grandpa and family and everybody, because
that's
like I said, shit is rough right now, and it's, you know, the pride is being swallowed and things. Just
well, listen, life happens. Okay, you're not a 10 man to life. You know, you don't get to deflect life away. You know, you the cards are dealt to you, and you got to play the cards that are dealt, and that's what life is. But it's good that you're able to humble yourself and don't allow yourself to get caught up in the depression and in the stress off of, you know, going through maybe whatever a financial struggle may be or whatever the case may be. It's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get up.
For sure.
So high school, junior high school, or even elementary, girlfriends, relationships.
Oh shit. On mama's, like, I was like, I don't know, I guess naive, like, because I didn't have like a brother or a dad or nobody in the house, and then moms was working and going to school, so like I was a real life latchkey kid. Like, woke up to a note, went to sleep to it, like by myself all the time. Like, get myself to school. Yeah. Get myself to school, get myself from school, like from shit elementary times. Like,
so did you walk to school?
I did. When the times when we couldn't, when we didn't have a bus route. Because it was times.
Well, you went to El Sweeterman, right?
Uh-huh.
So you had to walk to El Sweeterman.
From Griffin.
Okay. We all did that though. We Stefan, Ebony's on the thing too. Chavez, all of us. We all just. Well, no, Steve. His mama took him to school.
Steve's mom used to take him to school, but me, Davion,
Marcus Roberts, we all walked. All of us walked. All of us walked to school. We was deep too when we walked. Y'all was deep kind of sort of.
Lightweight, me, Davion, Reg.
About 10 of y'all. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's crust shit. And then you went to Solano.
Yep, then I went to Solano.
You was walking the path to Solano and all of that.
At times, by then, that's when like I was getting a ride from Grandpa, or I can drive. Like, again, I was.
Oh wow!
I was one of them, like, nigga, I'll drive. Like,
so you was already driving. Well, how old were you?
Like 13.
You were already behind the wheel.
13, 14.
Wow. I was selling dope at the age of 13, so I can't be too shocked. But wow. Okay.
We had a little weed thing.
Well, I was selling crack.
Yeah, I wasn't real big. They always made me go home. They put me Jason, Jane Lee, Poop, Chavez.
Yeah, because you was young.
Yeah, I was, and that's what it was.
Yeah, I would see you, but you young.
And then when shit, right before shit would get really how it was.
And you was a schoolboy to me, like you.
Exactly.
A bookworm, like.
Exactly.
You wasn't no.
And that's what it was. But
Yeah.
I really, those that knew.
Yeah, because you would hang around the shit. And so, because you were probably so secluded with your guardians, it made you want to be around the goons or whatever.
And then my family is from Georgia and North Carolina, so every time we was on the school break, that's why I wasn't around for nothing.
Oh, because you would go back to North Carolina.
Back in Georgia.
That's why you travel the way you do. You get up and you go. We're gonna get into that too. You get up and you go. I've noticed that about you. You moved out of state. Where'd you go?
I was in Utah for a minute and then Arizona.
And so this happened right after high school or whatever?
Nah, well, I was after high school. I went to Cal, so I stayed in Cali.
Oh.
I just went from the Bay to Sac and back to the Bay.
So that transition, what made you do all of that?
Well, shit, I blew up in track and field, with long jumping and running and again the speed and the jumping.
What was your record?
Long jump was the last 25-foot jump in California history.
Get the fuck out!
Yeah, I got a record at Sac City for sections. It became 24-11, but I broke a.
This Sac City?
Yeah, Sac City.
I'm going over there to check the record.
Sheldon's High School first.
I'm checking all the
first
records.
win.
Now we're going to look at the records. Go ahead.
Yeah, since 04. Literally this year, 2024, will be 20 years of a lot of these records still standing because I did all of that shit in 04.
You did the records?
Out here. Broke a lot of them. And then got the first full track and field scholarship to UC Berkeley in like 45 years.
Why didn't you? And what? Say that one more time. That just, oh shit.
UC Berkeley didn't give their track and field athletes 100% full scholarships.
At the time you were.
Yeah, like for 45. They offered me a full track and field scholarship. That was the first time they had done that in like 45 years for any of their athletes. My coach, who's Chris Huffins, shout out Coach Chris Huffins, he was a Olympic decathlon bronze medalist in Sydney 2000. He went to Cal. He didn't have a full scholarship.
That's some bullshit.
So he gave me one.
So you mean to tell me you was the first one in all boop-bop to blam years to get the scholarship from Cal, but what happened? Like, why didn't you?
I left.
Pursue all the way.
That's the politics of being a Cal athlete and going to UC Berkeley at that time in 2004, 5, 6 to 7, where I was at.
Is this some like underground shit I need to know about with this? Because you say
it's
that,
not.
like,
It's UC Berkeley was known for the liberal being so liberal. Back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, all that stuff, Black Power, all the things that would happen on the UC Berkeley campus. But about the time I got there in 2000, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that. It just wasn't like that. UC Berkeley students or UC Berkeley, professors at those times, there were things where us Cal athletes, because we're athletes and we have different schedules, we can't, they wouldn't accommodate us. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't care that you was an athlete. And they would think we're only there because we're athletes, because they're the #1 public institution in the country, and what are you doing here? Not knowing we gotta hold the same GPA to stay.
Like injustice. Some injustice type shit.
Basically, you know what I mean? Like
for African
old school higher learning type shit.
Oh, whoa, damn! You went to higher learning,
like shit like that.
Shit, that's okay.
Yeah. No, it was some great shit.
So you didn't get the same opportunities that the Caucasian male got at the same time?
It wasn't even that. It was just the whole structure of the school and the campus. Like, we was broke as student athletes. Meanwhile,
did you sell dope to get by? And I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
I didn't. Did I? Back then, just really being honest, nah, we didn't. Like, niggas was too busy.
I stopped you a mid thought.
Niggas was too busy.
He really had to think.
Like,
that nigga just,
you know what I mean? We were scholarship kids doing really stuff. Like, we really was just getting by. You know what I mean? And because,
like, how getting by? Was you working? That's what I'm trying to find out.
No, we couldn't, because we were athletes and we were.
So you couldn't have a part-time job?
No, I got offered a commercial to do for Apple from Nancy Hayes. Out in San Francisco, a talent agency.
How the fuck was you eating top ramen and noodles?
Yes.
And bologna sandwiches?
Yes. If that. I'm talking lights off. We would go.
Lights off where? Like in the dorms?
The house? What? At the dorms at our apartments.
Oh, y'all was living in Berkeley?
Yeah. No.
Where y'all was living at?
Waterfront, Oakland, the basement.
Wow. With who?
MLK.
Like in Oakland? Struggling. That
with
bad.
us.
What,
Yeah.
like who you had roommates?
Me, Marshawn, Rob. Yeah.
Oh wow.
We
And then,
all
what
lived
year was this?
together.
What year was this?
04, 05, 06.
And y'all always going to UC Berkeley.
Yeah, they was doing football. I was on track.
And you was on track. And y'all didn't. You got the scholarship, but it full ride. But
You get but still.
what's a
you
full
gotta-
ride? To tell the audience, what's a full ride? What's a
Full ride is meaning they pay for your school room and board, and your studies. You know what I mean? Your tuition.
For how
your room and
long?
board.
Like how many?
For as long as you're there. You're there for 4 years, or with sports they try to pimp you for as long as you can because they paying for your shit. So they might try to red shirt you, do certain things to keep you 5 years.
Okay, keep me 5 years school.
But that's what it is. But you got to do your sport. You got to do whatever and uphold that. You get hurt. You do certain things. They can take your scholarship. They can up to it. They can do shit.
Is that in the contract?
It's a pimping whole game with that situation. It's better now because now they giving niggas NIL deals and the money and stuff for college students. But when we were in college, nigga, we didn't have shit. You couldn't go to work. You couldn't do nothing. You had to be a...
How would they know you had a job? Oh, well, I mean, they know that you had a job because of Social Security and all that. Yeah, but you couldn't work.
And then you don't have no time. If you an athlete for real that on scholarship and you're at a D1, especially for like a football, you don't have no time for nothing. You don't have no time.
Feed yourself.
Well, football, they have the different money, so they're taken care of. Us with track at Cal at that time,
Break it down.
We were not a big name school for the track. So a lot of the money ain't there with the track. Now you're taken care of as an athlete, and this is why the students and the teachers that don't understand a student athlete think this is where the debate would be. They would think, oh, we got it easy because you got a scholarship and you here for free while I got to work for da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, we're looking at it as ain't nobody coming to see you do no science test. We got 100,000 people eyes on us to watch us do this sport shit that we do on top of the school shit that y'all got to do too. We're still students. But when y'all get to maybe go to sleep after studying, we're watching film, we're getting rubbed down, we're at another practice, we're doing all this different stuff. We have more on our plate.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So, and we have all the eyes and the responsibility of, yes, somebody paying for our shit that they can take away, that you have more control of maybe if you're working and having student loans and doing what you choose to do in that form.
Got it.
So being at a UC Berkeley, which is a prestigious school, they not caring that your athletes, it was students and professors that looked at us like that. So that's what made shit hard. And then we don't have no money. And then...
Could family members help you though?
Yeah, they can if you can, but then again, you got to think about it. If we already on scholarship, we're usually coming from a place where we need the scholarship.
Yeah, but do they give you like per diem or anything?
During your sports shit, yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah, you get your scholarship check, but that's to pay your life. So if I'm living in an apartment that costs $600 a month and you giving me a $500 scholarship.
Wait a minute. So they gave you a low budget scholarship?
But I had a $595 scholarship check every month, and my rent was like $615.
But let me ask you this: what was the total of your scholarship total amount?
Whatever they say is the tuition for each year. So if they say tuition is $20,000 a year and they're saying $4,000 is $80,000, you know what I mean? That's essentially what
they give you the whole 80.
No, you don't get no money. You don't get nothing. That what you get is that education.
They just pay it off.
Yes, here's your card to eat at the motherfucking
card. They give me a card. Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? That stuff. But that's not buying.
And you slept on not on the dorms because that would have cost you money.
I stayed in the dorms. I think first semester of freshman year. By second semester of freshman year, I think Sean and Rob already had an apartment, and then I moved over there. But me and my brother Steve Conrad had our dorm. But like I said, by second semester of freshman year, I think I had already left and was in an apartment. But that was taken care of a whole different, type of way. We weren't worried about that shit.
And then you start working. But before I keep going. And keep going and going. Nowadays, these niggas paying millions to play. I feel you on that. I'm sorry over here. I'm sorry over here at IG. We're getting ready to cut you guys short. I'm gonna go ahead and go take a commercial break. See if my artists need to go use the restroom and get the wiggles out of us real fast. Check my cameras and things like that. That's the type of shit I'm doing now. But before I go on the break, we gotta play the jingle. Let's go ahead with the jingle. Cutthoat. It's the Cutthoat Radio Podcast. I'll see you guys later on. Tune in.